Hello and welcome. My name is Marty Bostic, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how we're going to take a pre-made script from Code Canyon that we've deployed with some valuable SEO tools and widgets, and we're going to turn around and create some optimization and SEO content that will attract the search engines and favor the content to help it rank better inside of the search engines, whether it be Google or Bing or wherever the search engine may be. We're going to be using some hints and things to use some internal linking to other pages within these SEO tools that you see within the script. So the SEO slugs that are here, we're actually going to create some content articles using ChatGPT from OpenAI to create those. And then when we link back to these tools that are inside of this platform, as the sitemaps get crawled and the content starts to get seen, and we're just going to do a few of these in this video, when those start to get crawled and seen, they will see internal links back to content that's been favored or recommended on the website. So that is a massive ranking factor and useful approach to doing good on-page SEO, which means you're doing it on your actual site, you're doing it on site, and not remote backlinks. So you're probably hearing about backlinks all the time. That's fine. That's not what we're doing today. What we're doing today in this video is specifically what I discussed. So we're going to create some blog articles within this script that has an article creation feature, a blogging feature. We're going to go create some of those. Notice we don't have any recent posts right now. So we're going to make maybe 3 of these that are going to link back to some of these tools. And my plan is over a period of about a month to create a relevant article for each of these tools that links back to it in this structure inside of here. Now, my goal around this, why am I doing this? Because I want the search engines to find each and every one of these with rich content and information in the metadata for each of these tools. Now, the reason I want to do that and get more visitors to this website is because I want them to see the advertisements that I manage as part of a larger network of websites. So I've got dozens and dozens of websites that have integrated network ads that are syndicated. So we have our own ad network, our own private traffic network. And the idea is to get people to use these tools and attract them here through the search engines, social media, and elsewhere, where our advertisers' ads are seen and it's valuable real estate. It becomes a money site at that point. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to give you a quick overview on ChatGPT. If you're brand new to this and you're seeing this on YouTube, you're seeing it out in the wild or wherever you might be seeing it, I will put a link to the resources down below in the description of this video. But we're going to just cover 50,000 foot view of what ChatGPT is first. Let me also say that there are a bazillion experts or self-proclaimed experts on ChatGPT out there on YouTube. I see them everywhere. Some of these guys have some good ideas. Some of them it's total crap, and they're just trying to make a buck. And they talk about how they make tons of money, tons of money, tons of money. I don't buy that for a minute no longer than it's been out. They've probably monetized it some, but we're going to keep this real. We're going to keep it applicable to a use case. The use case is leveraging artificial intelligence through the OpenAI project or system of projects that's called ChatGPT. It's a conversational chat interface where you can ask it questions and it can respond and generate code. It can generate content and it can make suggestions. It can even rewrite things for you very, very well. At the time of this video, ChatGPT is still completely free. It's in beta. The idea is to keep indoctrinating more members to do more with it, to improve the platform. At the time of this video, also, you can see their latest version and release is the December 15 version. And these update periodically as new features and things get closer to market. I will tell you that I use this heavily enough that once they do start charging for it, just like I do with some of their other products for their DaVinci text engine and their AI image generation, I actually use it for some other projects. I will pay for this, gladly pay for this service to continue using it. So it's all about what you do with it. If you're just dabbling with it and you're playing with it, that's fine. But if you're serious about it like me, it's a tool that I am literally replacing virtual assistants that I would use for things with artificial intelligence that I see improving over time, getting better over time, and it's adaptive. So everything that everybody's searching for in here, and the millions and millions of users within this framework already, are helping it learn and helping it consume information all the way up through 2021. I mean, it knows about dang near everything as of the year 2021. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm not going to bore you with that anymore. I've started a new chat. It's real simple once you get logged into the platform. Started a new chat, and let's just go ahead and look at what we're going to tackle first. So probably the easiest thing for internal linking is going to be to just start in the YouTube tools section, and we're going to work our way down. We're literally going to go in order so that way I can keep up with this later and come back and go where I left off and kind of bookmark it for myself. We're going to do these three tools: the YouTube Trend, YouTube Tag Extractor, and YouTube Tag Generator tools. Okay, so if we go click on this, let's see what it is. This particular one is a YouTube Trend tool. Again, this uses the YouTube Data version 3 API on the back end for my nerdy audience like me. I'm going to go search in English. I want to see the top 10 trending videos on YouTube. Poof. Now I see these are the videos that it says are the top 10 in YouTube. Now, it's hard to verify that at the moment without digging into YouTube to find out, but the cool thing about this is it also pulls out the video tags used by those. It pulls out the title, the thumbnail, and of course you can get back to the video to go look at it. But let's go talk about trending videos on YouTube and how to make a video popular and begin to trend. Okay, so I think that would be a relevant article to go create back to this tool. And what's going to happen is I'm going to recommend using this tool internally, so that way when the search engines pick up this slug, okay, a slug is a URL, they're going to see the SEO keyword friendly URL, which is seotoolwidgets.com/English/YouTube-trend. Okay, so that's the SEO title. What we're going to do right now is look at some key elements around this and talk about trending videos. So we're going to come over to ChatGPT, and we're going to start our project, our chat off like this. Write me 5 blog titles around the subject of how to make your YouTube video go viral and begin trending. ChatGPT is going to take what I told it to do. We're going to make several variations and revisions of what it comes up with, but it's giving us some starter foundation here. Now remember, this is conversational, so it's just like you talking to a friend. You remember what you've been talking about, in most cases, over the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So you're going to build off that conversation. Use that concept when you go into any kind of chat with ChatGPT. So let's look at what we got. The first one it gave us is 10 tips for making your YouTube video go viral. 2, the secret to getting your YouTube video trending. I like that one. 3, maximizing your reach. How to get your YouTube video seen by millions. Number 4, going viral on YouTube, strategies for success. And then number 5, trending on YouTube, a step-by-step guide for creators. Hey, that's a good one. I think we're going to use that for our blog title. So let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to simply copy that. And I'm going to come over here to the dashboard, the tools dashboard on the back end as an admin. And we're going to go under posts. We're going to add a new post. In the slug, actually, let's see if it'll write a slug for us, okay? Now watch this. Using number 5, write an SEO URL slug. Pretty neat, huh? Instead of me sitting there and typing all that in and changing it around and the capitalization and putting hyphens in there, I just told it to take the 5th one because, again, it's conversational. I just rewrote that to do this. So what I'm going to do for the page slug, I'm just going to put the URL page slug there. We don't have a featured image yet. We'll come back and do that later. Now, the way this platform works is it's multilingual, so you can add language translations, which we're going to get into in a moment, for each of your pieces of content on the website. English is the only language I know, so we're going to go with that. I failed German miserably in high school, so we'll stick with this. So what we're going to do, the default language is English. We're going to come under translations. And now we're actually going to build out the English translation with our SEO title. So I'm going to come over here and take number 5, and copy it. That's the page title. This is in other words, this is what's going to show in the search engines. Okay. So if you're looking at a summary in Google, that's what you'd see for the content. The title is the actual title of the blog post. Now write a subtitle for number 5. There's our subtitle. Again, this is what's going to appear as a summary or digest form. I'm going to move this over here so it's easier for me to work with. There we go. Now write a short description about number 5 that would be a valid meta description SEO tag. What this is going to do is keep the text, it's going to write it, but it's going to keep the text within the maximum character length that's appropriate for search engines when they crawl your content. Let's look at what it wrote. Let's see. Get your YouTube video trending and increase your reach with these actionable tips and strategies. Our step-by-step guide shows you how to effectively promote your video and get it seen by millions of viewers. I like to read things out loud. I like to make sure it rolls off the tongue properly and sounds right, so it does. I'm going to use that. And now is going to be our actual blog post. So here, now expand on number 5 and write a blog post intro. So now it's going to write my introduction, and I'm framing it up, constructing this blog post a piece at a time. Now you can ask it to cough up more, and it'll literally spew out just gobs and gobs of text, but that's not what we're trying to do here. I'm framing up my blog post first by creating an introduction paragraph over here. So let's read this off. If you're tired of my story time reading, I'm sorry. You can fast forward if you need to. Are you tired of creating YouTube videos that never seem to take off? Do you dream of the day when your video goes viral and trends across the platform? While there's no surefire way to guarantee that your video will trend, there are certain strategies you can use to increase your chances of success. In this blog post, we'll walk you through a step-by-step guide for making your YouTube video go viral and begin trending. We'll cover everything from crafting a compelling title and thumbnail to promoting your video through social media and other channels. By the end of this post, you'll have a solid understanding of what it takes to get your YouTube videos seen by millions of viewers. So if you're ready to take your channel to the next level, keep reading. This is a great introductory paragraph for this blog post, and the search engines will love this type of content. Now, before I use this, we're going to ask ChatGPT to do some other stuff. So now I'm going to tell it the keyword that I'm trying to rank for. Remember, we have a tool that's the YouTube trending tool, okay? Or let's see, how do we want to do that? Trending on YouTube. We'll do that as our keyword phrase. So we're going to say, while trying to rank an SEO keyword phrase of, what did I say, how to trend on YouTube? Or trending on YouTube. Trending on YouTube. Rewrite the intro, the blog intro, to incorporate that SEO keyword phrase and decorate text where possible to highlight the SEO keyword, primary keyword. God dang it. Sorry. I actually opened up a new tab over there. Sorry about that. Now I got to type it all over again. Okay, no problem. Now rewrite that intro and make the decorate the text where possible to incorporate the primary SEO keyword that we are trying to rank that is made up of this long tail keyword phrase. That's probably pretty wordy, but I'm actually going to put it over here. Trending on YouTube. Let's see what we get. Pretty good. It rewrote that. Let's see if it can decorate the text. You know, I don't know that it did. Now I'll rewrite that and also use text decoration like H2, bold, italic, underline for the primary keyword. I'm not going to bother reading all this out to you while we're doing it until we get our final product. So it's not perfect, doesn't do everything, so I will do that decoration myself where I think it needs to be. I noticed it just put it H2 in there. Check it out. Look at that, guys. How you like that? It's actually dropping some tips already that will actually make up a pretty good blog post as I read through this. So it's going to incorporate a heading 2, not just on that main keyword, but it's going to do an LSI, and a latent semantic index that's relevant in its term. YouTube video trend. Okay, let's see. Compelling title. Okay, let's go with this for a minute. And let's get this incorporated in here and we'll pretty it up some more. So now, we're going to come down here, paste that in there. Can I do this in a source? Yes, I can. Alright, so there's our decorated text. We'll come through here and pretty this up inside the editor in this tool once we get done. So let's go ahead and pick up where we left off there and write a bigger post. Now expand on each of the 5 tips. To incorporate into the blog article. And again, because it's conversational, it knows what it's put in here and what it's generated already. So now it took number 1 and it's writing about number 1 on creating a compelling title and thumbnail. It'd take you a long time to do this yourself. Now, you're probably wondering, well, is this content plagiarized? Is it copyrighted? I've had mixed results with that. I've run it through some plagiarism checkers and other stuff, and it's actually come out pretty unique. It just depends on what it is you're trying to cite and what you're trying to reference and generate. But for the purpose of what we're doing, this is going to work well. And we're going to go with it as is for the essence of time in this video. But again, YouTube is going, or not YouTube, Google is going to be searching this content. And when they get ready to evaluate the sitemap and they see this blog post and they crawl it and they look at it, they're going to see an internal link when we're done back to that tool. And the more of these we get, rather than so many outbound links that go somewhere else off the site, they treat that content as important because you've taken the time to curate it and create information around that specific link. So now what we're going to do is take that, I'm just kind of glancing at it. Okay, so what we're going to do is copy The number 1 didn't get copied. All right, that's fine. This. So I noticed my numbers didn't get included in those. So what we're going to do is kind of look at this. I'm going to make this bigger. Can we do a full screen? No. That's all right. We'll come back to it. All right. So I'm actually going to pretty this up here. Going to get rid of this. I'm actually going to keep this. And now what we've done is we've kind of mixed and matched and taken pieces of it. So we're saying tips for making your YouTube video trend. We're actually going to make this 5 tips specifically. So we're going to say 5 tips for making your YouTube video trend. By following these tips, put some action words under these tips, and implementing a solid promotion strategy, you'll be well on your way to getting your YouTube video trending. Like so. And reaching a wider audience. So don't wait. Start putting these tactics into action and watch your views soar. So here, create a compelling title and thumbnail that will grab the user's or the viewer's attention. I am going to make that bold. I'm going to make each of these bold. And interaction and engagement. I'm just kind of reading through some of these things here. Trending on YouTube, we are going to make bold and underline. Now, we're going to use the concept of an AIDA. An AIDA in marketing and advertising is attention, interest, desire, and action. These are things that you want people to do. You want to gather interest. We've created enough around these tips to do this now. So now we're going to say, now write an AIDA with a strong call to action to click on the link to use our YouTube trending tool to gather ideas on what is trending and how you can use it for your own videos. The link in the call to action should point to, and here is where we're going to take this and actually plug in that link. So if this comes out the way I want it to, we'll end up with our AIDA written. So the intention is, are you tired of creating YouTube videos that never seem to take off? You want to learn the secrets of what makes a video go viral and trend on YouTube? It's kind of redundant. Let's see. So we're not going to use the AIDA because a lot of that's wording already been repeated. Now rewrite that, and instead of an AIDA, use a call to action. Click on that link because it knows what all those are. We're just going to see what it can do. All right, here's our call to action. Just a few clicks, you'll have access to the latest trends and insights on what your audience wants to see, from crafting compelling titles and thumbnails to promoting your video through social media and other channels. Our tool has everything you need to increase your reach and get your videos trending on YouTube. Don't miss out on this opportunity to boost your channel and achieve viral success. There's the link. Click here to access our YouTube trending tool for free. We'll change that to put for free in there. Now, here's everything we need to close out this blog post. Actually, need to jump back over to the source view. let's look at our font. Well, that looks pretty good. Put a few paragraph marks in here. I'm going to change this up. We're going to let it open in the current window. And the reason we're going to do that is because we're going to be on the website and we want it to link straight to that tool. We don't want to go elsewhere and open another tab and get someone distracted. So let's just glance at what we've made. We've made an SEO relevant article over here. A lot of this needs some paragraph marks because we put this in a web source view. It didn't do the carriage returns and line feed, so I'm just going to come over here and do this to kind of make this a little longer. There. So I'll let you read this. I'm not going to read it all out to you, but we've built our blog post introduction here, and we focused on a keyword phrase around trending on YouTube. We got things inside of here. We've got some tips. It generated 5 tips for us on better ways to do that. We had it expand on those 5 tips inside of ChatGPT, where it started to write these out for us over here. And we chose to use what it generated, a portion of it, kind of mix and match and build out our blog post. But we ended up with a really decent blog post with these 5 tips. I'm going to go ahead and click create. I'm going to copy this first in case I've timed out in my session over here. Okay, now let's go see what I ended up with. Here's our URL slug. Here's our post title, the subtitle. Here's the actual content. Really good content. And this tool will actually update the sitemap automatically. But look, here's the cool part. Somebody's getting through this article, or maybe it was seen out there in the wild on the search engines. When they click it, takes them straight to the YouTube trending tool inside the platform. It's exactly what I wanted to happen. And if I go over and look at the recent blog post, here it is. We still have to make a thumbnail image for it, which we will do. And in the essence of time, I know we talked about doing 3 of these, but that's probably going to make this video run too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and put the prompts as well. So when you see the information in the video description, I'm going to write the prompts out that I used to get to this point where I created this piece of content. And then by the time I'm done, the time you see this video, there will already be some other articles over here. But that's my goal, is to get that created and put here in a fashion that makes sense, and the search engines can start crawling this content. And what I'm actually going to do is submit my sitemap and everything for this brand new website to Google Analytics to the Search Console for Google, and also submit it to Bing to give it a head start. I already have a Google Analytics property associated with it as well, so we can start tracking it from day one. And we may build off of this in future videos, but for right now, I wanted to keep this applicable to what we're seeing. And I'll go ahead and finish up this process and get this out here and available. You guys enjoy this video. If you got any questions, feel free to leave comments and I will respond back to you. You take care. We'll see you in the next one.